Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and Sarah and I are back with some more cooking companions.
Where I'm a potato.
And I'm a cabbage, I guess. But we have a few more endings to unlock. Luckily, I went through the game multiple times to actually unlock them. Let's start out with the one that probably we least want to deal with. Maxing out Karen.
Oh, God. I take it she's maxed out now?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Karen drops the knife to the floor, walking over to hold you in a loving embrace. I can't wait any longer to tell you that I love you. Karen looks into your eyes, laughing as she says it again. I love you. For the first time in ages, a genuine smile appears on your face. It was Karen all along. Your soulmate has finally been found. You create a new life together, devouring thousands of men, women, and children. Probably a few pets along the way, who knows? Laws and governments are powerless to stop your wrath. Investigations to the cabin always results in another meal for the both of you. Your partnership is beautiful and very bloody. All that oppose you perish. Karen helps with butchering so your arthritis gets relief. You work together beautifully, making the world a terrible place for future generations, if there's any few generations left at this rate. One day, Karen becomes ill. You try everything to prolong her life, but none of the methods work. Karen can no longer walk around the cabin. Her condition worsens, keeping her bound to the bed. You bring her borscht daily, but she can barely eat a bite without coughing. She isn't able to keep down fresh cuts of meat anymore. She's seriously ill. One day, she calls you over to her deathbed between gasps for air. Her eyes are filled with terror, but it lessens when she sees you. Karen tries to say your name, but can't get it out. Also because the game...
Clever. Yeah, clever trick by the game here.
Yeah. I love you. You nod, crying softly as she tightly grips your hand in fear. Your tears fall on her dress as the last of Karen's air leaves her lungs. Her hand slowly lets go of yours, dropping to her side. You take the knife and wrap her hands around it, putting it in the middle of your chest. Karen. All those good times.
Uh-huh. This is an ending.
You were a true cooking companion.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Wait,
that's
not how it
thing.
happened. That's not how it happened. And then we just go back to what we did before.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough that is a fake out ending there.
Yes. I'll just overwrite that.
Like any choices you make during the first part actually get you a better ending.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep. Let's check out some of the other endings. Also, we got this one right here. Well, actually, no, we'll do this one first, actually. This one is if we listened to Potato during the New Game Plus.
Oh no. Give me back my knife.
Here you go.
Finally. Looting it from my corpse and hiding it in a drawer. Thank you for giving it back to me. You must be hungry after that encounter. But Why consume their rotting corpses? Fresher has always been better. Plenty of sweet morsels out there in the world. It's time to leave the cabin. No whispers out there. Just chirping birds in the wind. We'll outlive him. Come. Let us feast on all of them.
Armed with Potato's knife and a new mindset, you finally leave the cabin. The memory of the Chompets fades in time. Only Potato guides your actions now. You roam from village to village, slaying all that try to end your reign of terror. You boil and cook companions, families, and friends. Your actions can never be cleansed from the earth. You bring a storm to every town. Years later, though. Thankfully, nobody broke into the cabin while you were away. Everything looks untouched, exactly where you left it. You wait for the familiar sounds of the Chompettes.
Something tells me they ain't coming.
Nothing. They must be busy. Or they finally moved on. You decide to read the note pinned to the wall. Dearest, cute there. I know you're still upset about Ivan. I'm asking the impossible, but please forgive me and let's end this madness. We're different, to lose track of time. To let feuds rot inside of us undying while the rest of the world moves on. This isn't healthy. It took me ages to learn this. I'm asking you, please, to let this one die. Sincerely, Reading this note used to make you smile. But now, you grip your knife, getting ready for the journey ahead. You'll eat well soon. And if I'm not mistaken, this particular ending goes right into the sequel Dread Wait.
And if you want to know if Dreadweight will be covered on this channel, your guess is as good as ours.
I mean, I do have it. We may get to it eventually, but probably not right away.
And of course, we just get a music box to play us out for this.
Yep. Oh, and the Chompettes don't come out this time, and I guess they finally moved on.
Well, one's still there.
Well, yes. There's also another small thing I found. In Nightmare mode, you click on the mirror in the bathroom multiple times and you get this. Can't believe you tried to look at the mirror so much. Dear Dream Studios, thanks for playing. I'm guessing that you either looked this up in a guide or watched a video. Accurate. That's the case. Not bad.
I mean, I would have been tempted to look in the mirror the way it popped up, said, hey, don't look in the mirror, basically. And just like, what happens if?
Thanks. Let's see. As reward for fighting this, I want to tell you about planned content that was ultimately cut from Cooking Companions. The original idea for the mirror was to have the players inspect it a number of times, and every 100 times you get a different look at the main character. The art style would change with each milestone, from looking younger to completely horrific. This was cut largely because I couldn't find the needed artists for it. I also didn't want the players to see the main character's face. You get to in the sequel, though. In fact, I'm pretty sure most of these pictures are of Baba Yaga in the sequel.
Yeah.
What else? Originally, players could strengthen their relationship with the Chompettes, which leads to unique dialogue and scenarios. Only one
I was going to
problem.
say, that seemed like something that should have happened.
Yeah, only one problem. The majority of the players only wanted to talk to the Chompettes. Nobody cared about the humans. I get it. For the RPG fight at the end, many players think it's bugged. It isn't. Just like a real fight, I want it to be chaotic with plenty of chances for failure. Given the state of Cooking Companion's main character, it's easy to see how they stumbled or received a cheap shot. During the fight, some players flat out refused to speak with the Chompettes, making the fight much harder. The game checkpoints their progress, so you always get Raspberry and the end on the 5th attempt. Chompettes also tell you to call out on them 3 times before the fight begins, so there shouldn't be any confusion.
So, the players went from talking to the Chompettes too much to not talking to them at all.
Yeah. Go figure.
Should have left it in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay, if they're talking to the Chompettes, you've got characters you can capitalize on for the sequel. If not, well, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep, back in Earthbound.
Yep.
So yeah, made during COVID
Yep.
with heavy doses of inspiration from Doki Doki Literature Club, I'm assuming.
Yeah, looked like it. Now for the last one, and probably one of the more important ones, and one of the hardest ones to get. To do this one, you had to play through the entire game, including the Chompette Origins and Nightmare Mode and New Game Plus. But you had to look in the bathroom mirror like, a bunch of times before doing so. And then how I got it was also in New Game Plus when prompted look under the couch for the boat. So when you finish up, a blinding white light surrounds you. Have a heart attack, fall downstairs, or is this...
You shouldn't hide from your reflection.
Cornbread? Hey, there's Cornbread!
Yes, he's getting the same voice as Brad.
Yeah.
The one and only. My body is gone, but my spirit remains. I have created hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. A plague of puns. It is my greatest legacy. I'm glad Bread has carried on this memory. I will first grant you a recipe card for finding me. Savor it with honey and butter.
And we got the last recipe, which I believe actually is cornbread.
Yeah, well. I'm proud of you for making it this far. You always picked yourself up after falling down this past year. That was probably hard at times, but you did it. After the storm passes, you might have the best year yet. Just give it some time. Okay? For coming all this way, I will let you ask me one question.
Which I'm going to save for that because he is honest. We only get one. We only get one question, then he disappears.
Do not waste this opportunity.
Let's see. Where do we want to go first?
I mean, I think if you hadn't figured it out, you'd probably go, who the hell am I first? Ha 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 ha! We both know you don't have amnesia. Just look in the mirror and try to accept what you see. Ha 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 ha. Maybe. Maybe we'll meet again someday.
Maybe.
I'm sorry. But it's time to say goodbye.
Oh no, it's a rip of the time-space continuum. Ah!
Raziel. Duh. Well, that one was a waste of a question. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry, but it's time to say goodbye.
Oh no, it's another rip of the time-space continuum. Ah! Where are the others?
You haven't let them move on yet. The Chompettes are like insects trapped in amber. Caught between worlds and unable to join me without your release. Given enough time, perhaps you will let go of them. Like you did with me all those years ago. Ha ha ha!
Oh no, it's another one. Oh man, this just keeps happening.
You know, structural integrity is going to collapse eventually.
What happened to your body?
You really wanted to waste your one question on that? Ha 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 ha! You devoured all of it. Every last piece.
Oh no, I think it's happening one last time. Yeah, why haven't you told me a joke yet?
Because you haven't earned one. Ha 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 ha!
Okay, fine, we'll fix the time-space continuum. There you go.
Maybe. Maybe we'll meet again someday.
Don't know where, don't know when. As you say goodbye to Cornbread, you slowly come back to the cabin. It's time to cook.
I was wondering if they were going to use a sound effect similar to that at any point.
Yep, there we go. We got a vegetarian, gluten-free cornbread. And wow, they even have plushies of the Chompettes.
I mean, okay, so I don't think you really needed to advertise it as gluten-free. Because in most cases, you're not putting much in the way of actual flour in cornbread.
Yeah, it's only half a cup in this one.
It's cornmeal. There's a reason you call it cornbread.
Yes.
You probably don't even need to put flour in it at all.
Yeah.
It's cornmeal.
Yeah.
You make cornbread out of cornmeal. That's kind of what you do. Vegetarian, yeah, you're going to need something to replace the milk, but you know.
Yeah, and the eggs for vegans.
Yep.
Which they have on sweet applesauce.
Yep. That's why it wasn't called vegan gluten-free. It was just vegetarian gluten-free. But yeah, that looks like a perfectly serviceable cornbread there.
Yeah. I'm still not sure what this particular one is supposed to be. Unless it's a case of, like, maxing out all of the friendships with the characters. I don't know. But, yep, that was Cooking Companions.
That was Cooking Companions. Interesting little game. Don't see too many games based around this character. Especially not as this character being the main character that you're looking through the eyes of.
Yeah. Like, they'll pop up occasionally as an enemy in certain games, but that's about it, I think.
Yeah. You definitely do not see this character as the player character in very often.
No.
So just out of curiosity, how'd you run across this game?
Ironically, I think the first person I saw play was Manly Badass Hero.
Huh.
And then I know Game Theory did a bunch of stuff on it too, but that was way later.
Game Theory.
Hmm.
The leaps they will take.
Yep. Although they predicted this game pretty easily before, like, all the actual information came out on it.
Eh.
They're like, oh yeah, you're the Baba Yaga and the four companions, they're escaping the Holodor.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of what you could infer was explicitly stated in the game at some point in time, too.
Yeah. And then
You
obviously...
didn't really have to stretch too far with a lot of what you're seeing here.
Yeah. Same thing with the Chompettes. Like, back then, they didn't have the origin section for them, so a lot of people were kind of guessing, like, oh, these are clearly just victims that are lingering around. And yeah, we murdered a bunch of kids.
Multiple times.
Yes.
I mean, from the sound of it, we that was not the only rodeo we were on, so to speak.
Yeah, like, I think basically I think the game pretty much refers to, like, yeah, we were just mercilessly killing, but then when Raziel came along, we got too attached, and that made us start to question our behavior.
And we still ate him anyway.
Exactly. But yeah, with that, I'd say this LP has come officially to a close. We could always, go back and get every bit of dialogue, but I don't think everybody wants to go see that, so...
I may figure if people are that interested, they've already started playing the game for themselves at this point.
Exactly. It's not a very expensive game, and it's fun, it's interesting, and, there's also a sequel, Dreadweight, which we'll touch on probably in the future. We'll have to see how things go from here, but...
Yep.
But until then, good eating, I guess?
Good eating.